Hello everyone, this is Charles BridgTec with another flashlight headlamp review, this time from urFLAMP. Now this here is their C6. Now they sent this to me. This is a up and coming new release, soon to be released. Now this here is in their Kickstarter phase now, so people will start to get their samples. I've had this for quite a while and can't wait to show this to you. Had a lot of fun with it. So let's wait no further. Let's take this sneak peek out, show you what it looks like. Always nice to get new lights before they come out. Now I did not get any kind of manual with this, but they did send me a PDF with the specs, which I'll put that up on screen for you now. As you can see, it puts out 2,000 lumens. Now this can be used as a headlamp or an angle light, which I will be using it as an angle light. Now if you need more time to read those, go ahead and pause screen. Otherwise we're going to move along. And they did include a headband here, and it is flexible. Now this back piece is not, so it's pretty hard, but the sides are flexible. You get one lanyard should you want to use it as an angle light. I don't use them on my smaller lights. USB Type-C charging cable, Type-C to Type-C. 2 O-rings. And you get a nice little case here. Now specs and accessories could change, so if you're seeing this, this is kind of a sneak peek, so changes could happen. Now let's go ahead and take a look here at the light. There it is. I like these headlamps, and these angle lights are my go-to lights. I use them quite a bit. Now this is a magnetic tail handy knife, and it is strong enough to hold the light and its weight. There is a battery. This is a complete kit, so it's pretty strong, not going anywhere. It does have a two-way clip, as you can see here. It's got the special optics. Now the LED that's being used in this is the Luminus SST40 LED. It does have a little bit of a bezel that's a little rough around the edges, but it's not aggressive. You do have a side switch. Now here is the charging port there, Type-C. There's no cover on this, so I'm not too sure if that's such a good idea. So maybe they'll make something where you can put a cover over it or something. Now this here is a sensor, so you can wave it on and wave it off. So I'll show that to you later. So it's got a hands-free, and if you do it really fast, it'll actually change the light level. So it's actually pretty cool. It does have some grooves here on the body. Help grip it. Can table stand that if you need. Now the style and design on this is nice. Now this here is running an 18650, but it's one of the newer, larger milliamp cells. So it'll be interesting to see how that tests as well. And the machining and finish are nice. I'm not seeing any issues. Okay, so now let's go ahead and open this up and I'll show you the battery that it comes with. Tail spring there, pretty heavy duty. And you have a protection piece here on the battery, so you want to remove that. And this here is the urFLAMP 18650. This is a 3800 milliamp. So this is a protected cell. So I'm not too sure if this is really a 4000 milliamp cell, and that's what they're rating it at. But I know that they've got these new OEM cells that have come out with the new chemistry that are able to really push the limits on this. Now this is a 15 amp cell. There's only two makers that make the 4000 milliamp OEM cell, so it'll be interesting to see how well this does. So nice. See if this comes off the head or not, and it doesn't, so we're going to go ahead and put it all back together. It does have a little bit of grease there on the threads. So now let's go through the UI. UI is pretty straightforward. You do have a battery level indicator there on the side. That will turn red and start to blink when the battery's critically low. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Pretty low light output there. Simply pressing and holding to go through those light outputs. Or you can press down and hold. Now there's only a little jump from that previous level to this level, and then it jumps up quite a bit from there. Now you do have turbo. You can double click to get the highest output. So that's quite a bit. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the beam. I'll turn it up a little bit more. You see it's got a nice centralized hot spot here, a little bit of bleeding there, but still with this type of optics it just tapers off, as you can see. Probably going to have some pretty good range on that. Now if you do want to get the special mode, we're going to click the side switch 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Get you strobe, and that is a variable speed on the flash, which is distracting. Triple click that again, will get you SOS. And the light output is less. One, two, three. We'll go back strobe, or you can click it one time. This does have memory mode, so if you turn it off, turn it back on, it will memorize the last light output that you had it on. So now what we're going to do in order to turn on the sensor here on the top of the head of the light, turn it off, and we're going to press down and hold. And as you can see there, the light is breathing. That lets us know that the light is on. There we go. It'll do different light levels. Kind of hard to do with the light on here. See if I can do it this way. There we go. So you can go through those light outputs levels, and then you can double wave it and it'll turn it on and turn it off. And then double wave it, turns it off. So in order to turn off that feature, again, press and hold 3 seconds. Now the light is back into the regular switch mode where you can switch it via the power switch. And that's all there is to this light. Pretty interesting concept on that. A lot of lights I've tested in the past have that, but this open port here, I'm not too sure about it. Hopefully it's sealed in there, but not too sure. I didn't get any kind of a cover that went over it, so if I am missing it, but I don't see there's nowhere to put it, so hopefully that is a protected area, or you're definitely going to only want to use this in dry climate. Now this feels like nice quality. I'm not seeing any issues. Feels rugged. It's got some weight to it. This is a bit too heavy for me for a headlamp. I like the smaller ones. 18350 are about the biggest I like to go. Alright, well, let's wait no further. Let's take this C6 out, see how it does in the wilderness. We are out here in the darkness with the urFLAMP C6. Let's go ahead and get started, see how it does. It is on. Low light output here. Should be plenty bright for up close. Don't want to disturb someone. Looking good. Let's go ahead and check it over here on the fence. That's about 15 feet, 20 feet from me maybe. See further than that. Let's go to the next level, see how it does. There we go. 65 feet there to that tree from where I'm standing. It's beam on the fence. Got a large hot spot. Tapering spill. Water spout 38 feet from where I'm standing. Now I do have a link below my videos showing my testing area and the distances. Should you have any questions or doubts, making 138 feet there now to the Tree of Life. Starting to get its leaves back. Nice large hot spot on here. Let's go to the next level here on the Tree of Life, see how it does. A little bit of a jump there. Yeah, this is going to have some decent range on it because of the LED that's being used, but like I said, the spill area is a little bit weak. Not bad though. Tree line, fence line. Almost making it, yeah, it is making it to those playgrounds. Had a lot of storms here. Hopefully this is the last one. So we're going to go up to the next level on the Tree of Life, see how it does. It's come alive. Spill is a little more intense. It's a large hotspot, and that's typical for this type of special optics. It's making 238 feet there now. Making that park there, across the park to the playground, should I say. That's pretty impressive. Tree line, fence line once more. Kind of do a beam profile here, up and over, so you can kind of see. Not a huge fan of the tapering spills. So let's go ahead and do turbo on the Tree of Life, see how it does. Oh, nice. Wow. That is impressive. Wear this hands-free, place it on a metal surface, it's up to you. And you got the wave sensor on there, so you can wave it on and off with your hands or go through the light levels. Impressive light output. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that night shot of this C6. Impressive light output. It's got some really good range for it, especially for it being only an 18650 light. 2000 lumens is plenty bright, especially for the range that this has. Now, the weak area of the beam is the spill, so it just really drops off on the edges. So if you're using this as maybe a backup light to, say, like a more of a floodlight in your hand, this is going to be just fine. You're going to have the best of two different beam types to get you through your adventure. I also recommend having two types of flashlights, one being a floodlight, maybe a combination, or if you have a dedicated thrower, have another one that's a floodlight to kind of give you a little bit more foreground illumination. But this here did well. Now this Type-C charging port can charge your 18650 up to 1 amp. So if you use a QC 3.0 or PD charger, you'll be able to quickly get this topped off or charged back up. Or you can simply just put another 18650 battery. Should be fine, as long as it's maybe unprotected cell. If it's a lower milliamp, should be fine. But if you do have some protected cell, just make sure they're able to handle the draw of that 2000 lumens. Most are okay to do so, but just test it out, see how it does before you take it out there. I've done reviews on two of their lights in the past, and they are nice quality lights. So this one here being, you can have hands-free this way, hands-free clip it on you, or you could stick it to any metal surface to magnetically hold that. I use them all the time when I'm working on stuff, especially in the garage or on the car. I stick one of these and aim it to wherever I need it, and these things really do come in handy. Now this is definitely a good starting point for a angle and headlamp. They had some smaller ones, like I said before, and it's nice to be able to see them taking this one on. I think this is a good start. Now also the wave sensor is a little bit finicky. You got to kind of use your whole hand. Kind of hard to do it here in the lighted area. I noticed that if it's lit up pretty well, but once it gets darker, it kind of becomes a little more sensitive, which is good. So if you're out there in the darkness, you can kind of change the level of the light, or you can quickly double tap past the sensor and it'll shut the light off. So feature packed. It's a nice little feature to have, especially if you're riding a bike and you don't want to be fiddling trying to find the button here. You can easily just wave it on or change the light level with just a wave of your hand. Okay, well, I want to thank urFLAMP for sending me this C6 flashlight angle light headlamp to review. Now, if this is something you are interested in getting, as far as I know, this is going to be a complete kit. This is what it's going to come with right offhand. Now, some changes may be made to the release candidate, not too sure, but if there is any changes, I'll let you know in the description. If this is something you are interested in getting, remember it's a complete kit, comes with that battery. I will leave a link down in the description box below where you can get this. Also, I'm working on a special discount code. Once I do get that, that'll be there as well to help you save some money on this, just in case you're interested in getting it. Now remember, they're starting their Kickstarter programs on this, so you're going to see probably some more reviews coming out. But this one here I've had, again, for 2 or 3 months now, and been testing it out, sending them the information, and it did well. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thanks button. Donate to my channel if you wish. Otherwise, you can please share, like, and subscribe. That way I can bring more of these all new, brand new, soon to be released flashlights from urFLAMP to you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care. Well, let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness.